So I was really busy the other day, and I didn't have time to really do a lot of research for a topic. So I want to do something a little more fun. We've had a lot of gloomy news lately, especially with the Kick Vic stuff. So I want to do something a little more fun, a little more positive. Though we have some NPC stuff in here for fun. Don't worry, that's in here. That's always a theme. But there's some things that I'm generally interested in, particularly with Evangelion, because what's going on with it? Netflix has got, and I have so many questions about what's going on with Evangelion. So Netflix got the rights from Funimation a while ago. Well, they didn't get the rights; they took them. They outbid them, and now there's so many questions that I had, and some of them are kind of getting answered. Well, number one, it's going to start streaming June 21st. So if you've never seen that, now is the time, because man, you couldn't even get that. The Blu-rays and the DVDs for it have been out of print forever. If you want to buy the premium collection, which was the silver box set of the show, you were going to pay like $200 at one point. I think it came down to like 100 and something. But in Japan, you can buy a beautiful Blu-ray box set, beautiful, gorgeous footage redone, and can't even get that over here. They already have it. It's a shame. But what's even more crazy is that Netflix is redubbing the entire thing. Now, I didn't know this. And they actually have the rights to the show and two of the movies. Now, not the rebuild, which I'm going to also talk about. They have the rights to End of Evangelion. And there was another one that came before. It was mostly clips. And then they had like 20 minutes of Asaka fighting some angels. It was actually a really cool little battle scene, but it was only like 10 or 15 minutes long. It was a really disappointing movie. End of Evangelion is a definitive finish for the original series. And then we have the Evangelion rebuild, which I'm going to get into in a second. But I found this really interesting that they were going to redub the entire thing. Apparently it's already done. And they actually have got a whole new cast doing it. And they haven't announced who the cast is. Now, you'll recommend this person from Kick Vic. That's the original Ray who got recasted by Funimation. And Asaka here, Tiffany Grant, she also had to re-audition for her role and didn't make the cut. So OdaQuest here asked the question, who's dubbing it? Are they getting Hollywood people to do it with that big, massive Netflix check? That's really interesting, and I'm wondering if that's the case. I kind of hope not, because a lot of the times that doesn't work when they go and get Hollywood talent to dub things. Kind of think back to Metal Gear Solid 5 when they replaced everyone's favorite Snake with Kiefer Sutherland. It just didn't fit. Am I the only one that thought that was weird? It just didn't sit right with me. But anyway, this is strange. I'm kind of excited to see how they dub it. I'm excited to just watch the series again. It's been a long time. But, another question that I've had since this went down, so Funimation lost the rights to Evangelion, but did they lose the rights to the show? Or did they lose the rights to everything? Did they lose the rights to the rebuild? Now, if you didn't know, there's actually 3 movies that have recently come out called Evangelion Rebuild. So they have 1, 2, and 3, and the 4th one, the first one came out in 2007. The second one came out in 2009, and then we didn't get another one until 2012. Literally, Hideaki Anno gets depressed every time he makes one, and we don't see it for years. This has been the longest gap. 2012, we're now in 2019, still waiting for part 4. I would like to see it maybe before I die, but apparently it's finally in production. There's the script, so they're now moving forward on it. I would like to see it end, but this also brings up the question that I've had since I learned Funimation lost the rights, is now, what does that mean for the future of the rebuild movies over here in America? So when the 4th movie finally drops in Japan, are we going to get an English version of that? I mean, I would just be fine with the subtitled version. That's how I watched them anyway. But are we going to get a release of that over here now? Does Funimation have the rights to rebuild? I don't know. They haven't been clear on that. Do they still own the rights to the rebuild of Evangelion, or do they just lose the rights to the TV show? I've scoured website, forums, everything. I can't find an answer to that, and I'm looking. I really want to know. If 5 or 10 people want to know as well, I'll keep you informed. Or if you know anything, please contact me. It's killing me. I need to know. So anyway, that's it for some anime news. Other than Crunchyroll raising their monthly subscription for the first time since it launched. So they're going up to $8 a month now. $8 a month. Which I suppose, if you want to just support anime, that's not too bad considering what you get. However, what's the reasoning for the price increase? Well, one of them is the content creation, such as High Guardian Spice, right? That big, awesome woke fest of a show that everyone laughed at for a solid month on YouTube. It was really funny. And, is that what we're getting the price increase for? So you can make more garbage like that? I really hope not. I'm curious to why this is going on, considering they just announced a big partnership with Adult Swim and Cartoon Network. Like, why do you need to raise the price now? I'm just kind of confused. Are they doing well enough, or are they putting low profits on their customer base and raising this? I'm really kind of just dumbfounded by this because I haven't been happy with them for a while, considering all the stupid stuff. That High Guardian Spice stuff was a huge turnoff to me. And you want me to pay $8? I don't think so. You can't even... I remember when Dragon Ball Super went simulcast, their servers crashed every time an episode got released. At the point, I'm just like, why am I paying for this? I can just go watch it on YouTube for free again. And yeah, so get your servers better. Give me something original worth subscribing to you for, and maybe I'll consider it, because High Guardian Spice, that ain't it for me. And one more thing. Anime Matsuru, if you didn't know, or Matsuri, has brought in Ruben Langdon as a guest. He should be there. Probably going to have a hangout with Todd and Vic and him, I think. They might be doing a panel together. I'm not too sure. As far as anything goes right now, he's just going to be there. I was on a podcast stream with him a couple days ago. I think it was a week ago, and had a really good time. Really interesting cat. Has some really interesting theories. Believe them or not, I still think that stuff is fun to talk about, and I'm hoping to stream with him again over on Toy Bounty Hunter's channel, or maybe they'll come over here. Either way, it'd just be fun to talk to him. The dude is a really interesting guy. Done some great work as well. Seems like a stand-up dude, so make sure you check him out if you're heading down there. So in some sadder news, the imminent destruction of the MCU gets closer and closer. While our anime will always be good, particularly, even if the North American anime voice acting industry were to fall down, it's always going to be available for subtitles. So that's not going anywhere. But the MCU likely is going to crash and burn. So if you didn't know, Kevin Feige has been quite open about, bringing all of the wokeness into the main universe and making it so great and happy for everybody. And I have a theory. Captain America is going to die in Endgame. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't want to call it a spoiler because it's speculation and a theory on my part based on the cryptic stuff that Chris Evans has said. His contract is up. He's said goodbye to the character on Twitter like 2 times now. And I just don't think he wants to do the role anymore. He's talked about it several times that he wants to just be done. So I think he's going to die. I don't know why they just don't recast these people, but whatever. It is what it is. Thankfully, though, the MCU is going to have its new power couple, it looks like, as Brie Larson has voted her support and desire to make this happen. Man, that's exactly what I want to see. We already have Captain Woodface. Why not? I mean, hey. So Zero Charisma takes over for 2 charismatic actors, because I'm pretty sure Robert Downey Jr. is done as well. I think the Marvel Universe is kind of done. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is this where we're going now? They went 10 years with a great run of just awesomeness, and this is where we're at now. This is where we're going. All right. It's really what we want to do. Just shoehorn all this garbage in there. She's not even like that in the comics, but hey, whatever. I don't really care. I just think it's funny that with the introduction, by introducing Brie Larson into this, like it's totally went from normie, fun times to just, we're going to hit it all now. All those check boxes we missed over 10 years, hey, that's going to get made up in the next phase. I don't know, man. I think the MCU is going the way of the comics. We had a good run, though, right? I mean, 10 years of really good movies. We always have those. So, anyway, this is just a fun little news roundup. Some stuff that I've been wanting to talk about and, get across the board. Let me know what you think about any of this, the Evangelion stuff, Crunchyroll, Captain Marvel. I want to hear your thoughts. Also, make sure you're still subscribed. Make sure you still hit that notification bell, all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.